brick and mortar retailers are worried. Every year their margins are less and less because they keep getting beaten by their online competitors. These retailers are coming to your meeting looking for hope and for solutions that are sustainable. But the flawed assumption nearly every one of them makes is that they'll edge out their online competitors by beating them on price. But with rising costs in both leases as well as labor, this just isn't sustainable. Bob Phibbs, the retail doctor, works with some of the largest brands and their dealer networks, including Lego, Omega, Hunter Douglas, Paul Mitchell, Trek, Vera Bradley, and Yamaha. He shows brick and mortar retailers how to engage with customers in a way that, by design, online retailers can't ever do. His engaging, fun-loving presentations redefine how to create an exceptional customer experience, one that grows sales and will give retailers the tools they need to succeed.
This is what an awful lot of speeches are like. We get all filled up with all these ideas, and then we go back to our store and let go. And they all fizzle out. And all of those great ideas go nowhere. Well, I don't want that for you. So at the end of my roughly 50 minutes, can we make an agreement that you'll write down 2 things you'll bring back to your store? Can I hear yes? Yes. Great, because time is all any of us have. And if you're already on Planet Facebook or WhatsApp, or you're somewhere else virtually out of the room, I encourage you to physically be out of the room. Well, that didn't feel nice, Bob. You're doing exactly what you're afraid your own employees are doing right now. Look, all we have is time in our lives. That is our currency. And I'm here to give you what I think works to be an independent retailer, and I think what doesn't work. And if you'll stay with me, I guarantee you're going to come up with an awful lot more than just 2 ideas. Fair enough? All right, so you've all been given a colored piece of paper. We can have the house lights up here a little bit. I need you to make a paper airplane. But there are caveats to this. I need you to build it, and once you've built it, I need you to put your first name on the outside, please. Give it a price. Don't say it's priceless or forget to put the price. I'll have to rip it up. And if there's any free time, you can decorate it. All right, put your pens and pencils down. What do we have to do now? Pistol Pete. Steve Peterson, it's Pistol Pete's for $4.99. There is a retailer for you. Awesome. And the purple plane from Joel. Wow. Joel Cachet? You're pretty proud of ourselves there, Jolie. Is that 100 billion? Is that what that says? Very, very nice. And JT's is $99.99. And wow, Brian also is, Brian Moon is 62,000. So tell me, what made the difference between those of yours that came forward to me and sadly some of yours that went backwards? What's one thing that made the difference? Location, very important. Front row. What else? Design, good. What else? Velocity, how hard you threw it. Maybe the air currents at your side of the stage. Maybe how much free time you had in high school. Just saying. But did the price make a difference? No, and that's my first point to you, that price doesn't make something a good value. And there's always somebody cheaper. Customers have basically 3 parts of a funnel that they move through when they buy something. The first is awareness. They walk into your store, I know I want something, I just don't know what it's going to be. I'm open to merchandising or meeting somebody or seeing what catches my eye. The second group is consideration. Do I want this model or that? Do I want the black or the green? I saw this online, I need to see and feel the weight, those kind of things. That's consideration. And the last one is decision. I was watching Game of Thrones, I was half doing an iPad search, I found this item, I'm going to walk in and see if I can get this at the store. Now the numbers might surprise you. 60% are in awareness stage. We just want to get something. I don't know what it's going to be. I know I'm in a bike store, so I'm probably going to buy cake, but I'm not sure what it's going to be. 30% are in consideration. Do I want this? Do I want that? I got to see it, I got to feel it. And only 10% is in decision. So what happens when your untrained salesperson says to your customer, can I help you find something? What part of the funnel is that talking to? Anybody? Decision, what's the percentage of that? 10%. The money is in that 90%. And I'm here to tell you, if you are not thinking of every nanosecond of how we touch a customer, you're going to have a tough time staying in business. You have a guy who can afford a $15,000 bike, and you have an employee who can't, and what's going to happen with that untrained employee? They're going to start selling from their own wallet. And you know it and I know it. They start at the bottom, and what do they say? This is good enough. And your premium items sit, and you scratch your head and you say, what's going on? Well, because your employees don't have the training. They haven't really looked at the nanosecond. They really haven't looked at everything. And so what do? I want to be your buddy. I'm your buddy. You don't need to buy that. I'm your buddy. And even worse, they don't know how to close a sale. They don't know how to do that. So what do they say? And you know what? If you buy it today, I'll give you 10% off. So if you really follow the sales process that I've outlined, time stands still. And if you have enough people on your sales floor and you're not making people wait and they can actually take that time, then you build a customer for life. And suddenly you're getting everything, not the one cheapest item they forgot. You're getting the big item. Suddenly you give shoppers the reason. You give them the one thing by design an online retailer can't. A feeling that they matter. And you sell more when people feel they matter. You've got to find a way to find the hope every day that makes them feel like, wow, I am working in the right place and I can make a difference. Otherwise, they're just going to go back to the tasks that stay busy. And they're going to let customers go by. And the danger with that is customers come to you, they want a one-stop shop. They want to feel more. They need to feel better. Because they drove through snow or wind or ice to come to your store. And we can't take that for granted. We have to expect more. Because when shoppers feel they matter, they buy more. That's your only hope.
When you want to give your participants hope and actionable tools to compete with online by increasing engagement in store, call the expert successful brands turn to time and time again. Bob Phibbs, the Retail Doctor.